precious. It's yours, it's mine. And look at the time. My God. So precious. It's yours, it's mine.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines, and we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on defense.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Now here's Pachulia following the miss by Russell Westbrook. For the 3, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green.
And all it takes for Durant is the second half of separation between him and the defender. The screen did the trick.
Here's Roberson. Here's Adams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound. Finishing strong on the putback.
Outside Curry. The dish to Durant. Green with a screen on Anthony. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And George kicks to Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Here's Roberson. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George kicks to Roberson. George against Curry. And that one's good, George.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Pachulia. Here's Curry. Golden State moving it around. Good work there as it goes.
And for a guy who has really improved his outside shot, Draymond is still doubly effective inside.
Lob pass to George. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic. Sometimes with the amount of weapons that this team has, players have the tendency to defer. But Curry is at his best when he's aggressive and aggressive early. Took some time to realize that last season, but it clicked. He is still the engine that powers the offense.
And with Curry and the team being better when he is aggressive, C-Web, he is such a great passer, but space just opens up for everyone when he is in attack mode.
Well, look, for a superstar, it's really tough to find your balance, when to take over, when to initiate, when to defer. And they're learning that. But given how hot Curry can get and how he can win a game early, you want him, even as a point guard, to look for his points early.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And the Warriors moved Bogut to clear space last season. Many thought they would have trouble filling that center role. But you know what? Pachulia was signed and was the perfect fit for that team.
Kevin, my man's Zaza. I mean, he's a vet. He knew exactly what his role would be coming into the team. Still has a great skill set. Fantastic passer for a center. And he can keep possessions alive with his offensive rebound.
Now Durant after Westbrook's missed three. And that one drops for him.
You don't put up the numbers like Durant does without hitting a few shots in the defender's face. Incredible poise from him.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook for the three. And Curry pulls it down.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
From deep, George Anthony controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Curry passes to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Durant's got 8 points.
When it's all said and done, people will talk about Durant as one of the greatest deep threats to play this game.
Screen by Adams. And Roberson has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Here's Green after Oklahoma City gets the three.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Feeds to Westbrook. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
And Curry has it in the corner. Pass to Thompson. The 15-footer, good. Thompson's got his first basket.
Absolutely nothing you can do against Thompson. A deadly jump shooter, even with the deal.
And Roberson has it in the corner. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. It's just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others can, and relentless from the first quarter to the last whistle.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Grant comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Roberson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Here's McCall. Picked by West. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Livingston. Rebound by Raymond Felton.
That's a shot that will drive his teammates crazy. There's just no reason to take it. He should have kicked it back out and reset the offense.
Passes it to George. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Patterson a screen on West. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Livingston with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Durant, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the former college player of the year. I mean, former MVP. I mean, Durant, the first freshman to ever earn that distinction, now at the line. Incredible.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Durant. And both free throws good for Durant.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
On his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
PlayStation Plus a prescription medication compression. It's PlayStation. Intelligence may help you take a step forward in improving your depression. Tell your healthcare professional right away if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide.
And Steph Curry, a player with in the gym range, told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in.
Manic episodes or vision problems may occur in some.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Livingston is out there with McCaw. Then there's West. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Young in at the small forward position. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him. But, Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And Young kicks to McCaw. West a screen on Patterson. Here's McCaw. Moves back up. And Iguodala with the layup.
Oh, yeah, that's called getting the most of every opportunity. Iguodala scoring off the screen.
George with the screen on Young. And George kicks to Grant. Patterson, the screen from deep. George, he can't get that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's McCall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Young kicks to Livingston. Over Felton. Livingston, no luck. The Thunder with the lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for West. Thompson comes in for Patrick McCaw. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now, here's Grant. Patterson, the screen. Here's Abrinas. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Abrinas has got 7. Chris, during your playing days, you had a number of point guards that you developed an excellent rapport with. What do you feel is the most important part of being a successful point guard in the league?
You have to be a great leader to be a successful point guard in the league. You have to be open. You have to be tough on guys. You have to know guys' personality, and you have to be giving. You have to trust your guys. And I was blessed. I played with some really good point guards that had all of those qualities.
Here's Abrinas. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Grant. Green with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now, here's Thompson. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Abrinas with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Felton attacking. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Screen by Adams. Here's Grant. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. The Thunder have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Thunder with some changes. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Grant. Roberson comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Raymond Felton. And then for Golden State, Pachulia comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Kevin Durant in for Young.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Green. Outside Curry. Back to Pachulia. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
In my opinion, he's more of a combo guard than a true point. Curry showing Hall of Fame vision that time.
Fires from the wing. Westbrook can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 5. Curry dishes to Pachulia. Green, the screen. Pachulia kicks to Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, look at that. Just a mere flick of the wrist. So calm and smooth, Steph Curry.
Here's Roberson. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10, and they pick up 2.
And Durant has gone off on offense like this so many times, you almost begin to expect this kind of a show.
Westbrook with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Offensive rebound, another shot. Great D that time from Green.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy goals.
Now here's Thompson. Picked by Pachulia. Lets the three fly. And Stephen Curry another three. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Oh, that's what you have to love. Using that screen to create space. Just another thing Curry does really well.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Here's Curry. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Paul George is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Another miss by Westbrook.
And really the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going out.
Curry against Westbrook. Dishes to Thompson. It's Durant on the wing. The screen from Thompson. Curry outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Curry's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Warriors. Oklahoma City's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Robertson. And the Thunder another 3.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Nice shot by Thompson.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Outside Westbrook. Now the feed to Carmelo. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And Thompson kicks to Green. At the top of the key, Curry. Offline from the top of the key. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The 3 from Anthony. The shot comes out, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Curry passes to Durant. Green, the screen. Here's Curry. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
For 3, Westbrook. Warriors with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Curry dishes to Durant. Green with a screen on Westbrook. Back to Durant. Shoots it up. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
But look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant is overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Screen by Adams, and Roberson kicks to George. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors leading by 5. It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. Picked by Pachulia. Curry passes to Durant. Thompson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, man, playing hard, staying active. Clay really knows how to use those screens.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Adams sets the pick for George. The wide open look here for Anthony. The Thunder with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Grant comes in for George. Arenas is checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Green. McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now Felton, following Patrick Patterson's three-point attempt. Here's Anthony. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Iguodala with the bucket.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
The pass to Arenas. Kicks it to Patterson. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. George is checked in for Oklahoma City. Young's checked in for Golden State. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing by 13.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Felton kicks to Arenas. He feeds it to George. He dishes it to Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now, trust each other, and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. You think his team is listening?
Well, you know, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got West. Livingston is out there with McCaw. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Iguodala in at the 4 spot. Now here's Livingston, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 9. Thunder shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. George dishes to Patterson. No good from outside. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now, here is Young, picked by West. Young with the ball. George picks him up. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That is his first foul of the game. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Nick Young. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. And here's Livingston. Pass to McCaw. Clock at 4. Over George. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Thunder trailing by 9. Now Anthony. Patterson, the screen. And here's George for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's McCaw. He kicks it to Livingston. With the floater. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Patterson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He hasn't been able to sink anything, really. His team still leads, but it's unclear if he will find his game by the time this one ends.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Always keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. Oberson comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Raymond Felton. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, guys, we have got to get back in transition, run on the court and score in our early offense, and that will help our transition defense. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, Kevin.
Thank you, David. The shot by Thompson, no good. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Green has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Use it as a challenge, almost an insult, if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. And it's Adams on the follow.
Oh, big-time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Green, the pass to Pachulia. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up.
Some people call Draymond dirty. I say for sure sneaky, using the quick pump fake to draw the foul.
Free throw good, Green.
I mean, just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
Durant's checked in for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Green. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the wing right side. Oberson. Shot clock reset for Oklahoma City. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Steven Adams.
Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. So it's the Warriors now. Thompson with it. Picked by Pachulia. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook. That's good from Stephen Curry.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And having led the league in free throw percentage a couple of times, Curry is not the guy you want to send to the line.
Thunder trailing by 10. Outside Westbrook.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
.156 left to play here in the fourth. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on George.
Good recognition by Draymond. I mean, he sees that he has the defender right where he wants him. Oh, she wrote.
And part of analyzing a game can be offering forth critique of players or officials or organizations. Chris, how do you find that balance of candor and yet not being too critical, being too harsh?
Great question. The way I try to have an honest balance is to remember how I felt when it happened to me.
Interesting.
When you're a player, if someone comes with hard, credible evidence, I mean, it's true. You can't take anything personal. But when guys are just criticizing the same jump shot that you made last play, I'm not that guy. So, you know, I try to keep a balance by being fair and honest, first of all, to the fans of that city and that state, and letting them know how great their team is, but also that maybe their team is playing lazy. Maybe look at this effort not out there by the floor. But also, in a blowout game, I also give the team that's losing by 30 just as much respect as I do the winning team, because those guys work just as hard. This is just a specific night they didn't play that well. So I just try to make every game as special as it is to me from being a kid growing up to being able to play in the league, but then also just being fair. You know, benefit of the doubt first, but if you do 2 or 3 stupid things, then you're a stupid player that night. You know, just being honest, having fun. And I've gotten some calls from players, and I don't care. You know, I'm not hard to find. I just try to have fun, be honest, and no hard feelings, man.
.114 left in the fourth quarter. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Warriors leading by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And here are the Warriors now, after Oklahoma City gets the 3. They double-team Curry. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Now, here's Felton. He's covered by Livingston. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And the jam by Nick Young.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Now, here's Felton. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.